Good morning. I'm Karl Kaufman, and this is the Morning Market Minute for Friday, May 6th. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Marcus Aurelius. Yesterday was the worst day of the year in the market. The Dow was down 3.1%, the S&P was down 3.6%, and the Nasdaq lost 5%. CNBC, smelling blood in the streets, ran an emergency primetime special last night called Markets in Turmoil. Talk about dramatic. Facts get reported as opinion on TV. Pay attention to the words used for emotional effect. Amazon didn't just go down 7% yesterday, it plunged. Tesla didn't just lose 8%, it slid. Ask two pundits what caused the sell-off yesterday, and you'll get 5 opinions. The Fed is not being aggressive enough to counter inflation. There was bad economic data released yesterday. Hedge funds were deleveraging their positions. It was Biden's fault. It was Trump's fault. Let's put things in perspective for a moment. As bad as yesterday felt, we're basically where we started on Monday. As of this morning, the S&P was only down 0.4% for the week. The S&P is down 13.5% for the year. There's nothing unusual about this. Since 1950, the S&P has seen an average maximum decline of 14% every year. Buy the ticket, take the ride, according to Hunter S. Thompson. When you buy a stock, you're buying part ownership in a company as well as a ticket for a bumpy ride. Fear and loathing have returned to Wall Street after years of easy money thanks to an accommodative Fed. Though the 10-year Treasury yield is over 3%, it's also important to have some proper perspective on interest rates. On October 19, 1987, when the Dow had its largest one-day drop percentage-wise, the yield on the 10-year Treasury bond was 10.22%. Stocks are usually a long-term hedge against inflation. The money under your mattress loses purchasing power over time, and bond prices drop as yields rise, but the majority of equities tend to appreciate when held long-term. Watching your stock investments rise and fall over time, however, requires patience, discipline, and an ample amount of fortitude. To quote Marcus Aurelius once again, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." I'm Karl Kaufman, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend.